All right, we are doing math. Oh, it actually is showing up. That's good. We are going to do a little projector work. Cadence, I know it's not ideal. We are on lesson 94. Wow, why do I feel so close to this? Because I am. Wow, I might have to move myself up. So friends, 94, page 187 in your math book. That is where we are going to work today. Start off with. All right, we have a lot of butterflies up here. It says 1/2 of a number. 1/2 of a number means that the number is divided into two equal groups. So 1/2 of 12 equals 12 divided by 2. So what is 12 divided by 2? 6. So anytime you see a half, you should automatically think 2. Divide by 2. All right? So 1/2 of 12 equals 6. How many butterflies do we have up here altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's right.
So technically you could divide these into two equal groups, which would be two groups of what? Helen?
Butterflies?
No, two groups of what? Two groups of how many butterflies in each group? Owen? 6. All right. Circle 1/2 of each group. So, with these butterflies, how many butterflies do we have altogether?
4.
What would half of that be? Jeremiah?
2.
Yes. So you can also see that divide in half, you have two equal groups of 2, 4 altogether. So what is 2 divided by 4? Or 4 divided by 2, I'm sorry. What is that? M.
2.
Yes. So 1/2 of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if you're doing 1/2 of 12, we have two groups of how many ladybugs is what they are. How many ladybugs in each group if you're doing 1/2 of a 12? Winsheen? Yes. How many bees do we have? Count with me. 1.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What is 1/2 of 8? Christian?
4.
Yes. And you can see two equal groups of 4 bees. Let me get this guy. So, find 1/2 of each number. What is 1/2 of 14? 1/2 of 14. Tessa? 7. 1/2 of 20. James? Good. 1/2 of 24. Jonathan? 12. 1/2 of 16. Helen?
8.
1/2 of 5. Emmy? Of 10. I just gave you the answer. 1/2 of 10 is, 5. All right, now, we're just scooching right along.
Cookies. Those aren't cookies.
Cookies? Where are you seeing cookies?
Mom made 12 dozen cookies.
I thought you were talking about the picture. I'm like, I see lemon and lemonade, and you are really hungry if you're turning that into cookies. I'm I'm like, whoa, you're not only hangry, you're delusional. Seeing things. All right. Oh, these masks today are so hard to breathe in. All right, solve the problem. Logan's mom ate 12 dozen cookies for the school bake sale. 5 dozen, oh yeah, were chocolate chip cookies, and 2 dozen were sugar cookies. If the rest were snickerdoodles, how many dozen snickerdoodles did she make? How many cookies are in a dozen, first of all? Olivia?
12.
Yes, very good. So that's kind of an important number to know. So what are we going to do? This is actually a 2-part equation. Logan's mom made 12 dozen cookies for the bake sale. 5 dozen were chocolate chip. 2 dozen were sugar. So we need to find out, what do we need to do first, friends? This is a 2-part problem. Helen,
I forget.
what is the first equation we need to figure out to determine the answer, Winsheen?
5 plus 2.
Yes, is what?
7.
Yes. Because we're finding out 5 dozen were chocolate chip and 2 dozen were sugar. If the rest were snickerdoodles, how many dozen snickerdoodles did she make? So we needed to find out how much the 5 dozen were and the 2 dozen, which is 7. So now what do we have to do in order to find out how many were snickerdoodles? Well, how do we complete this problem? M.
5 minus 2.
Not quite. What was the answer of the first part of the work? Remember, we did 5 plus 2 equals, what is 5 plus 2? 7. So now what do we have to do to find out how many of those dozens of cookies were snickerdoodles? Toby. Christian.
And
Tessa. Subtract what?
7 minus 2.
So remember, Logan's mom made 12 dozen cookies for the bake sale. So we figured out 5 dozen were chocolate chip and 2 dozen were sugar. So we added 5 plus 2 is 7. If the rest were snickerdoodles, how many dozen snickerdoodles did she make? How do we find that answer? Tyson.
Minusing a dozen with the number
With what number?
7,
Yes. And then a dozen is how many cookies?
12.
Yes, very good. 12 minus 7 equals what? Tyson, do you know what 12?
Equals 5.
Very good. So the answer, friends, is 5 dozen. So this is a multi-step answer. So we have 12 dozen altogether. So 5 dozen were chocolate chip, 2 dozen were sugar. We added those, and then from that equation, we needed to find out how many snickerdoodles there were. So we had to subtract 12 minus 7. Clear as mud or clear as water? Okay. I know, especially chocolate chip. That sounds delightful. All right, good job. Way to go, Tyson. Lily made 7 gallons of lemonade for the church party. How many quarts did she make? Ooh, we have to do our little converting. Now are we going from large to small or small to large here, folks?
Large to small.
So we are going to what?
Multiply.
That's right. Very good. Let's see what else I have. How many, or what is the, how many quarts are there? Jeremiah?
28.
28 is correct. Very good. Okay, we're going to jump over. I'm going to get all of my projecting work done, and then we'll come back and do the work on the board. So now let's skip over to lesson 95 on page 189. We're going to do some more fractions using frogs this time. Frogs, lots of frogs. And what is that pink thing?
It looks creepy.
Some kind of a lizard. A pink lizard.
Salamander, I think.
Maybe a pink salamander. I have never seen a pink salamander.
That does not look like a salamander.
All right, friends. We are not going to get fixated on the pink lizards. Now we just worked with halves. Now we're going to work with thirds. What do you think you have to do? We divided by what for halves? McKenna? Yes. So what do you think you're going to divide by to get a third? Caroline?
3.
Yes. 1/3 of a number means that the number is divided into 3 equal groups. 1/3 of 12 equals 12 divided by 3, which is what? What is 12 divided by 3? 4. All right. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, the answer is 4. So we have 3 equal groups of 4s in here. You see that? 1 group of 4, 2 groups of 4, 3 groups of 4. Yeah. Now we have this cute little orangish frog.
I think that's it. I think it's poisonous. I think it's poisonous. Yeah.
I'll be very careful and not to touch it then. I don't want to get poison on me. I like these guys. I think they're fun.
Yeah.
He has been to Culver's. All right. All right, friends. We are working with this. 1/3 of 6. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now break that down into what? What are we going to do to find the answer? Wensheen.
6 divided by 3 equals 2.
Very good. And as you can see, we have 2 groups of 3 frogs. 6 altogether. These are some big boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What is 1/3 of 12? Olivia.
12 divided by 3 equals 4.
Good. And as you can see, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if we were to divide that into thirds, what would that look like? What would you circle? Groups of what? M.
4.
Yes. You would circle that group. You would circle that group. And you would circle these 4 bad boys. Bad boys. And then for this, 1/3 would be, what would you circle out of these guys? With one, Tyson.
2.
Yes, very good. So you'd circle these guys, and these guys. Not sure what these little creatures are.
Cute little creature.
They're very interesting. Let's count how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What are we dividing here? Third of 9. How would that, what is a third of 9? Owen. It is 3. So, how would we divide these? If we were to circle the thirds, which you are supposed to be doing in your books, how would that look? McKenna? You would circle 3. You could either circle these 3, however you want, but 3 groups of 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good. All right. Clear as mud or clear as water? Clear as water. Okay. Kind of fun. It's all very visual. Fractions it's very helpful when you can visualize. What is a third of 21? So what are we going to divide here? Tessa.
21 divided by 3.
Exactly, which is?
7.
Nice. Third of 36. What are we going to divide here? Christian.
6 divided by 6.
No, not 6. We're working in thirds.
26 divided by 6 equals 6.
No, we are not working in sixes. We're working in thirds.
26 divided by 9 equals 3.
We're working in thirds, bud. So 36 divided by what? We've been doing this since, look up here where it says, let's go up here real quick. 1/3 of a number means that the number is divided into 3 equal groups, or divided by 3. Thirds you divide the number by 3. So, with that said, Christian, what are we going to divide here? 36 divided by what? What is this number right here?
3.
Yes, 36 divided by,
3.
there you go. And who can help them out with the answer? What is 36 divided by 3? Owen? 9. Third of 3.
Yeah, it can also be 12. Yeah.
True. What is a third of 3? Winsheen? 1. Oh, we're throwing in a half here. We're going to mix things up. What is a half of 24? A half of 24. So we're not dividing by 3, friends. What are we dividing by? Ella?
2.
Yes. What is 24 divided by 2? Toby? 12. A half of 18. So again, we're working with halves, which we're dividing 18 by what? Grant? No, 18 divided by Jeremiah?
2.
2. What is 18 divided by 2, Jeremiah?
9.
Good. And then a half of 14. So we're dividing 14 by what? 14 divided by Ella? 2. What is 14 divided by 2, Ella? Yes, very good. All right, good job. So friends, the equation is your answer. 1/3 of 21. 21 divided by 3. 36 divided by 3. 3 divided by 3. 24 divided by 2. 18 divided by 2. 14 divided by 2. All right, so these equations give you a hint. What am I going to divide by? 3 or 2. Do you get it?
It has water.
Sure?
Yes.
Christian, how about, do you get it? Are you sure? We can go over some more if we need to. We'll come back to that. Let's go to, before we do some whiteboard work, let's do the story problems up on the projector so everyone can look at it together. Caleb has 15 books. Elijah owns twice as many. How many books do both boys own? How many books do both boys own? Caleb has 15 books. Elijah owns twice as many. Again, a two-part answer, friends. So what is the first part of this equation that we need to figure out? Jeremiah.
What the equation is?
Yeah, what is the first part of this two-part answer?
15 times 2.
Yes, very good. 15 times 2 is what?
30.
Good, excellent. All right, so we figured that out. How many books do both boys own? So what are we going to do? Caleb has 15, Elijah owns twice as many. So we figured out that is 30. How many books do both boys own? So what are we going to do for the second part of this equation? Wensheen.
30 plus 15.
Beautiful. Which is?
45.
Very good. So from the first part of the math equation, we got 30. Where did the 15 come from? Why did we do the answer from the first, which is 30 plus 15? Where did the 15 come from? Look in your story problem. Caroline. Yes. So Caleb has 15 books. So that's kind of the number that we're going back to. Elijah owns twice as many. So we know we need to multiply because we need twice as many. So then we got that answer. We go back to the 15 and add it with the first answer. So 45 books in all. Very good, friends. All right. Avery and Ella have a collection of 98 stickers. Wow, that's a lot of stickers. Hello. If they divide the stickers evenly, how many will each girl get? All right, so the word that what you're going to do is write in the answer or in the problem. Avery and Ella have a collection of 98 stickers. If they what? Yes. Evenly, how many will each girl get? So we do know it is a what kind of problem? Helen? Divide. Very good. So the next is, what are we dividing, friends? We have two girls, Avery and Ella. If they divide the stickers evenly, how many will each girl get? So we know we're using 98 divided by what? $98 divided by what? Avery and Ella. How many people do we have here? Grant. Yes. So you're dividing 98 by 2. See, story problems are kind of like a puzzle. You have to work through them. Very good. So we have a little long division happening. And I will just give you a hint, there's no remainders, because then you would have to rip the stickers in half. That wouldn't be fun. All right, so does anyone have, how many stickers do we have? How many stickers do we have? I want to see everybody's hands. I'm going to wait till I see everybody's hands up. That means they have the answer. I don't wait for the answer. I want you to do the problems. $98 divided by 2. How many times does 2 go into 9? How many times does 2 go into 9? 4. So what is 4 times 2? 8. So 9 minus 8 is what? 1. Bring down the 8 and you have what? 18. What is 9 times, or I just gave you the answer. How many times does 2 go into 18? 9. So our answer is what? 49 stickers. Very good. All right, as I turn off the projector, turn back to page, what time we got here? We got a little more time. So let's turn to page, while I'm turning everything off, to 188, please. 188. We're blinded by the light. Oh. That is a blinded one right there. All right, good job, friends. Yes, but not yet. All right. Hello, Cadence. I hope that you got something out of that. I feel bad when the projector comes on, but I hope you saw the majority of it. Pens ready or markers ready if you would like to do some work on the board. Okay, we're going to go through these. We're not going to do all of them. I want to do a review because this is all review. This is all things that you should know. So we're just going to go reviewing them. Tessa and Grant. Oh, my stomach is growling. There you go. Good save. Beautiful. What is the number that you have?
53,768.
Beautiful. Tessa is on her knees doing the answer. Good. Beautiful. Nicely done. All right. Any questions? Oh, there it is. Where's the erase to go? Just hanging around. from Ella and Jonathan. Ooh, that marker is not working. Do you need one or do you have another one? Okay. There we go. You get very small writing. Yes, that is correct. 24 gallons, gallon to quart, large to small or small to large?
Oh, large to small.
So you multiply. There you go. Very good. And then for Miss Ella, a peck from a bushel, is that large to small or small to large? Ella? Is it small to large or large to small? So you do what? Yes, very good. And you both have the correct answer. So bravo. Good job. Again, a lot of this is review. I'm not getting the ruler out. You know how to show the facts 5 different ways. There's anything on, you know what, just because addition and subtraction always kill you on your tests. We're going to do a few on the board and then we're going to be done.
Did it kill us?
Not kill you, but can sometimes kill your grade. The little foxes are what get you sometimes. The little foxes ruin the vineyard. That's even in the Bible. Oh, that is what I wanted to write. All right, this is how we are going to end our math. Sam and Emmy. Beautiful. And how would you say your answer? Beautiful. Very good. Check that. That is not a 0. Your 5 is correct. I'm guessing. So you borrowed from the 10 to get your 14. So what does that turn the 10 into? There you go. So check the 8 again. 6. You got a 5. 5 minus 5 is 0. So we borrowed to get the 2 because we can't subtract 2 from 9. So the 2 turns into a what? But you also had to borrow from that 2 to get your 10. So then we are at 11, correct? So what is 11 minus 9? 11 minus 9. Yes, correct. So the 8 turns into a what? There you go. Remember, you had to borrow multiple times, so you have to keep track of what you borrowed and where you take the borrowing from. So there you go. 295 is the correct answer. All right, good job, friends. Tomorrow is your math test. Any questions? You guys have got a good grasp on it. Very nice. So let us completely